When I first came here, I felt like everybody that I had spoke to, just not just from the front desk, but Shayla was my main contact initially. I felt like she genuinely was interested in what she was doing, and she cared about what I was looking for. And being active herself, she understood how important it was for me to get into a bra or a garment that I was going to be able to continue my lifestyle in. And one of the things with a lot of the standard breast forms and the bras, they're not sportswear. There is some sportswear out there, but I think this is what helped us make a decision to go towards a custom breast prosthetic, because I could wear the bras that I already had at home. I could wear the garments I already had at home, my old favorite tops that I loved wearing. I could get right back into them. But she made me feel like I was one of her best friends when she took care of me, because she genuinely really cared about whether I was going to be getting what I needed and not just selling me something. I have been to other places where, they want your prescription immediately. They want you to turn it over to them and get you locked in without knowing for sure that that's really what you want to do or not. But I never felt any pressure here either. There was no sales pressure. She never even knew whether I was coming back or not. But she never felt hurried. It was not like, oh, I've got another appointment, let's go, you need to get out. She was very thorough and very knowledgeable, and breast cancer is an important thing to her to help people personally. I started with the standard breast form when I first came in. This is what we went with because it was going to be several weeks before I was completely healed from the surgery to be able to do a cast for the custom breast prosthetic. This standard breast form slips inside a pocket that's in a specially made bra, and it just it gives you a natural look because it'll move also with whatever it is that you're wearing. It's fairly lightweight, but the larger they get, the heavier they're going to be because it's a solid product. But this is a good alternative for getting started, so that when I went back to work, I wasn't going to be wearing yoga tops at work. So this was a good alternative for me. And the insurance covered this as well as several of the bras for me. And I was able to get back to work. I went back to work 5 weeks later. I would have liked to have been off longer, but but this helped me get back right away, and you couldn't see any difference. And it wasn't uncomfortable. This is the sample of what a custom breast prosthetic looks like. It has all the same attributes that mine has. It has a tacky adhesive on the backing that is it's a self-adhesive. It's not something that you need to put a substance on. At the end of the day, when you're done wearing it, all you need to do is wash it with a little bit of Dove soap to get your natural body oils off of it, and this adhesiveness returns. They put a line on here where it will mimic the line for your scar, so you know where to place it when you go to put it on. And you can see by looking at the front how natural the skin looks. It's really a piece of art because they match it to your skin color. They put veins in there. If you have freckles, mine has some freckles, so you can see a little freckling on it. The nipple looks a lot more natural, where you don't have that with this. And even sometimes with breast reconstruction, unless you get tattooing or save your nipples, when you do surgical reconstruction, you don't even have that. It's air-filled, so it's extremely lightweight. And it just feels very natural to the touch. They're a good fit. For me, mine was a mirror image of the breast I already had, and it's just a perfect fit for me. My first appointment with David, the anaplastologist here at West Coast Brace and Limb, was very comfortable, and he made it very easy to feel calm. It was a little nerve-wracking in the beginning because you're getting naked with people you don't really know. And the first appointment is where they make a plaster cast of your chest wall. They do several layering of some silicone. They paint your entire chest wall while you're wearing a bra that would be similar to what you're going to be wearing most of the time in order to get the look that you're used to having. And that was actually a fun session in some ways, because you get something to look forward to, and you're starting on a recovery process, not just physically but emotionally. And after all the silicone was on, he made a plaster of Paris cast on top of that. And this was to get an impression of the healthy breasts that I had left. And that session didn't take too long. I think it just took a couple of hours. But it was, Shayla was there, and it was very comfortable. I was a little intimidated in the beginning, but he made it very easy to work with him. He's a very wonderful person, and he really cares about what he's doing. The second appointment was where we were actually sculpting from the mold that he made from the cast of the chest wall, and Shayla was at that appointment as well as David to help make sure that the fit looked good. And we had a mold that I was trying on with the bras and trying to make sure that sometimes you get a little pooching out here of the side, and to make sure that this slope that comes in over here, I needed a little bit more of a slope there. So as a mastectomy fitter, Shayla was instrumental in making sure that when we actually got around to making the finished product, that the look, whether it was in the bra or not, was going to be as natural and as wholesome as could possibly be. So by the time we were ready for the third appointment, which had the coloring and the final touches, I think we were all really excited. I know I was, because I was going to be taking it home that day. And it's a long appointment because he has to get the color just right, and then it also bakes for a while. And I think it's a 3 or 4 hour appointment, and he works on making sure that what you have matches your skin color, and that if you have freckles or veins or tan lines, this also gives him the opportunity to make sure your nipple color matches what you already have, if you still have one. So it was kind of fun, really, to do that appointment, because you're such an integral part of the finished product, and you actually get to have the input as to how things are going, and you actually get to see what he's doing, because he does that with you sitting there. And it's very personal, and it's very detailed. And I was really excited that day to look forward to getting it and being able to take it home. And Shayla was there, so she was able to make sure that the fit was good, especially on the back where we had the scar line, to make sure all of that was going to work out really good, so that when it was actually on, it was in the right spot and it was going to be a good fit. I think it'd be a lot easier if you were to actually see how it looks when you're wearing it in a bra. So I'll pull my shirt up so that you can see, even though parts of it stick out from the side, how it balances and how the coloring, you can see where the little bit of the tan line is in here. And I'll go ahead and take it out. So you can see it just comes right off. And it's very easy to put right back. And now that I have the prosthetic and I can wear it all the time, it's very easy for me to be able to do all the things that I really enjoyed before, whether it was the bicycle a little bit, but I can run now. I've been in the pool in a one-piece bathing suit doing water aerobics, jumping up and down, and a lot of arm movement in and out of the water with the water level, getting underneath the water and coming back up. And it never came loose, it never came out. I was wearing a one-piece bathing suit with a scoop neck, but it never came loose. And I was probably in the water doing water aerobics for about 45 minutes. So I'm really excited now, that I have it, because I see how well it works whether I'm wearing garments at work, or whether I'm wearing yoga tops because I like to do my yoga in the morning, or whether I'm in the pool or riding the bike or trying to run. It's just such a good fit that I don't feel right without it now, because I'm wearing it so much, and the balance and the lightweightness of it just makes it so easy to forget that it's even there. And I think that's part of what West Coast Brace and Limb really stands for, the restoring bodies, rebuilding lives, because that's what you did for me. I think what's important is don't dream it's over. That would be the important thing I would say to all women who are looking at breast cancer. Don't dream it's over.